Department of Petroleum Resources and Oil and Gas Traders Association in Ogun State have urged residents not to nurse any fear about petroleum products purchased in any of the approved outlets in the state, as those filling stations affected by overflow of water recently have been reopened after required safety standards have been met. They made this known in Abeokuta while reacting to news on social media that some fuel stations, including Fatbim's petrol station in Abiola Way, were selling adulterated fuel to customers. Kazim Olawe reports.
Flooding, they say, usually comes with negative impacts, especially in an environment used for business and socio-economic activities. Recently in Abeokuta, Ogun State capital, due to heavy downpour, some petrol filling stations experienced flooding, leading to a situation where water was dispensed as premium motor spirit. As the supervising agency, the Department of Petroleum Resources and the Oil and Gas Traders Association say what happened in Abeokuta recently was not a case of filling stations selling adulterated fuel, but an accident due to flooding which can occur at any time. They say the affected station was initially sealed and all necessary requirements were met before being opened for operation.
There's no problem with the quality because we are on top of it. And it was not a case of adulterated product, it was a case of water finding its way into the tanks. We went back to do another leak test on the tanks to confirm that it's not only a case of water ingress, that the tanks are not leaking. That was confirmed. The results are still on my table. It's on my table, and of course the tanks are good to go.
Being a newly constructed station, this is possibly the first time they were having such an experience that the flood will come from the hill and to enter the compound and through that enter the underground tank. Immediately we had to hold a meeting with the stakeholders, members and things like that, that things like this should be prevented. Of course, there is no reasonable marketer that will deliberately pour water into its tank.
Our technical team realized that it was caused by one of the contamination of one of our tanks. Then we also engaged the DPR and also Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Council, and we have carried them along on the procedures and processes as it relates to all our internal technical issues and as it relates to all affected customers.
They say they have put in measures in place to ensure prevention of future occurrence of overflow and penetration of water into the underground tanks. Kazim Olawe, TVC News, Abeokuta.